Sige lang. Maybe because we haven't added any row to the no. So we'll just finish adding the no. We'll just finish adding the the grid no, and we'll try to run it. We don't have any, hindi pa natin na populate yung grid eh. Okay? Do you follow? So we'll remove, maybe it's because of the templates we are having here no, itong mga div. Okay? Can we do this? So, maglagay ko ng isang div sa center. Like this. Another div. Okay. Okay. Tingnan natin kung magano, wala bang error. I don't think there's an error, no? So what we have done is we've added the last name. Now let's add the first name. So we can just copy paste no, the last name. But I've already done that. I'm just also going to copy paste no, the first name. Okay, it's a template field. No, it's a set of template field. Unfortunately, hindi tayo pwede maglagay ng ano. So a template field has a header, a body, and a footer. Okay. Okay. So we'll have another template field. Ito. Okay. This is for the last name. The first name, no? I'll just add everything, no? Ito yung last name. This is the first name template. Okay, so meron na tayong last name and first name. Let's look at the design view. So, ayan, no? That's how it looks. We also have a footer. Now, the middle name, let me add everything until the nationality, no? Nationality and specialization. So, every column is a template field. Okay? With a header, okay, a footer, a body, and a footer. So these are the columns, no? Dadagdag ko na lahat, no? Including the first name, the last name, so middle name. So this is the footer template. You just have to edit this. Okay. It's the text box. And then we have a text box at the footer because we are going to add that for what we call this, the insertion. Okay. The insertion of a new author. Okay. So ito na, this is almost the last, no? Pagkatapos ng ano, ng pagkatapos nitong ano, we have an idea of each text box, no? Pagkatapos ng nationality, we'll only have, this is the last template, which is the specialization of the authors. Sorry no, sorry about my phone. Let's put the footer. So every field has a header, a body, and a footer. So ito. Okay, let's look at the no, the design. So walang error, no? Ganyan yung ating ano. Okay? This is how our grid will look like. Now we can put a break, no? We can put a break between the footer here, no? Masyado siyang madikit. So yeah. So hindi na siya dumikit. Okay? Salamat po. I'm sorry na. So that's how it will look like. The problem is how will we populate the grid? How will we take it from the database? Uh, we will also use our populate grid view that we did, no? Bot function, which we had in our previous class, no, last semester. Okay, di follow? So gagawa tayo. Let's look at the authors.aspx. The code, no? Ito. Di follow? We will make a function called populate data grid view. You already know this, I presume, no? I'm sure you already know this. Void populate grid view. Ay, did we record this? Yes. Okay. Okay. And then let me just copy the the whole code, no? So you are all required, by the way, no, to have the previous course, which is databases, public void. How about the public void? Okay. What is this? Bakit meron ng ano? I'm sorry, did I get the correct? Kamali yung ano ko eh. Project ko eh. Bakit meron na tayong ano? We should not have this. No? I-erase ko muna ito. Okay. This is the populate grid view. Maybe I made the wrong copy. No? Let me just double check. Yeah, I made the wrong copy. No? So, ito yung let me just copy this again. I-fill na niya eh. We don't have to add the ano because it's already there. Okay. And now in here, no, we will call, no, in the page load, we will call uh, the populate grid view. Ganito lang naman yung command, no. We have to do an is post back, no, because the first time it runs this, it will be an it will be the first time it should not be called, no, yet. But the other way to do that is to make a constructor, no. Let's run this. Do you have an error? Check if you have an error. Okay. Wala tayong error, fortunately. But why did we run? No, we have errors. No? Kulang ng isa. Obviously, kulang ng isa. ano, okay na lang. We don't have data table because we did not have, hindi tayo nag-include eh. No? May kulang sa ating code sa uses. So, obviously, you know what's lacking, no? Kulang ng uses system.data.sql client dito sa taas. Okay? Saan this? It's here, no? So, walang errors. I hope the view appears, no? I'd rather I hope the grid view appears, no? Admin. Oh, ayan. Lumabas na. Naka-center ito eh. Okay? Di follow bakit hindi ano? We'll just remove the div na lang, no? Di follow. We'll remove the div in composing this para mawala yung ano, taas, okay? So do we do that? Authors. Galin na lang natin itong div, yung dalawang div. This one. Let's remove the MX Auto. Kasi kung MX Auto, ilalagay niya sa, it will place the, ano, the grid to the right. Align it to the right. So itong mga na ito, it's just the template now that I've indicated. You don't have to fill this up, all of this, no? You just have to auto format. Dito na. Ayan. Okay na yan. Hindi na siya nag-push to the right. Anyway, we are going to add one more column. Okay? Do you follow? Now, if he logs out as user1, user1, okay? So he can't go to authors. So that's invalid, no? So you have to log out as, log in as admin. Okay. Oh, invalid login, which means the password is wrong. Okay? So ayan na. What we need to do is to add buttons for adding, editing, and deleting. Okay. First, we have to add the buttons for editing and deleting here. And then in the footer, we will add the button for adding. Pwede rin siguro ang adding muna ang ilalagay natin. Okay. Do you follow? Okay. How do we add the adding button in the footer? We add a column first, no? Maglalagay tayo ng column. Okay. Let me look at the, ano. Dito yan. Sorry na. I'm in the wrong page. First, let me look at it. Isang dami ng windows. Kaya hindi ko na makikita. Okay. We add another template field, no? This time, one more column, no? Do you follow? Okay. First, let me add buttons, no? This time we'll have two templates, no? One for editing and one for deleting. No? Do you follow? Okay. So one template field is one column. Unfortunately, we cannot have our comment here, no? So wala tayong magawa dyan. Sa dito. I'm going to post this as usual, no, to our Daigler site. So ito namang yung isa. Okay. Images. Well, first, let's check if you have the images folder. Yes, we have, no? Kasi itong mga images na to. And then our command name. Okay. Kasi if you have something like this, you will also have a command name. Okay. Anyway, let's leave that for the moment. No? Anyway, we'll put up the handlers, no, the buttons later. What we are adding on this template field are buttons. No? We look at the buttons anyway. Okay. I save. We'll have an edit button. We have a save and cancel button, which will alternate. Okay. And then in our footer, we will have an add new. Okay. Okay lang naman siguro itong ano. I think it's okay if you don't have ito. So bakit hindi makita? Let me check. No? Anyway, we can drag down the image. Okay? We can drag down the image. Let's extend the ano. Let's try to extend the okay. Kung hindi makikita yung image, for example, no, like here. Okay, images edit to, which means we don't have this. Okay. Hindi niya nakita yung edit to.png. Do we have an edit to? Wala pala tayong mga add and edit buttons. We don't have. Look, no? So, wala. So, we look for that somewhere, no? Okay, we'll just copy that anyway. There's another way to copy that, no? We'll just right click and then open. Can we open folder? Open folder in File Explorer. So, nandito. So, wala tayong mga edit. We'll copy this somewhere, no? Saan natin yan kukopyahin? We'll copy that in ito. And then in the images, add new, cancel. We'll just copy everything. We'll open this again. Then paste. So meron na tayong edit buttons, no? Delete buttons, okay? Let me try to okay. Nakita na ba niya? First edit. Bakit hindi nakita? Hindi niya nakita, oh. Wala sa images. Anyway, we'll just copy that again, no? We'll have add new, edit to, add new. No, sorry. edit, edit to, itong delete buttons, cancel, save, we have it. Okay, let's drag it here. So, okay, so nandito na. Okay, so lumabas na, okay? Do you follow? Okay, that's a bug in Visual Studio. You can copy this, you can't really copy files from the File Explorer, but from Visual Studio itself. Okay, otherwise Visual Studio will not, even 2017, Visual Studio 2017, that's the same thing. Okay, if you, okay. So wala pa tayong editing, no? Wala pa tayong handling of editing, no? Uh, I'm not sure how to extend this, no? Okay, but anyway, let's leave that for the moment, no? Okay, okay naman siya, di ba? Any questions so far? Okay, you can make this an H1 or H2. It's the waters. Okay. Okay. Now we'll need to have the row editing. Okay. Now if we look at the source, no, we have commands. So we have assigned command names. Add new for these buttons, no. For example, the plus we have identified this as add new. The update, okay. The disk button, it's an update, and the X is a cancel. And the pencil is an edit, no. Yung pencil is an edit, and then the recycle bin is the delete. Okay, do you follow? No? Okay. Okay. Now let's add the editors. Okay, i-add na natin yung pang-edit. Let's look at the HTML. Ito na. So wala pa tayong ano. What we'll do is add our editing rules. Okay. First, we'll add the on-row editing column. Okay. How do we do the on-row editing? We'll have to add templates, no? Or rather, event handlers dito sa ating grid. Okay, do you follow? After the data key names, no? Horizontal align is center. Meron bang horizontal align ito? Do you have horizontal align? Baka wala nga itong ano. Align. Okay. One property is on row editing. On row editing equals. Ayaw niya, no? Ipahuli natin ito. We'll just have gv. We can assign the ano, authors row editing. Ang row editing lang talaga ang walang, hindi automatic, no? I'm not sure why is that, no? But it should be ano. So we are supposed to create a function called gv rows editing. Let's save this and then let's find out if it's there. So wala, no? So anyway, we'll have to create that function. No? So gv row editing. Okay. What it will do is we'll just really change the index of the row because we have two rows in the footer. Try to find out if we can do that. May curly brace tayo, no? Let's try to do that. So hindi niya na ano. So let's comment this first. Okay. Bakit siya nag-error dito? Okay. Let's look at the SPX. Hindi niya ito inano eh. The problem is, it did not. Let me just copy paste para sigurado na. Kasi baka may mali yung aking ano. May mali yung aking syntax. Okay. On row editing. Wait, let me just create the other ano no. On row deleting. Kasi did equals. Okay, sige. So wala. Dapat hanggang sa equals lang pala no. Just type the equals and yeah. Kaya yun siguro ang mali ko no. Equals. Yes. So let me erase the this first, okay? Para siya mag-create. Hindi tayo, no? So on row editing, to create a function, you'll just say that, no? And then pag equals mo, merong create new event. Okay? So siya na maglalagay. The good thing about that is when you look at here, nilagyan na niya ng function. Okay? So now we can add the code. So what will this do? It will create an edit index, no, for the grid. Okay, which means that it will shift to editing mode, no. Okay, and then after that we will have after the row editing we will have the row deleting. Okay, function. Okay, so equals. Okay, we create a new event. So likewise in your code it will create a row deleting. It's just like that, no? It's also like there's another way, no, of course, to do this also, no. So on row deleting, how do we delete? Ito ang problema pala, no? How do we delete? Okay, what we'll do is we create uh, a command, no, that will call a stored procedure, no. So I created a stored procedure called delete author, sp delete author. So ito yan, no. Ito yung delete author. This is a stored procedure which will pass an author ID. Okay, they follow and will call delete from authors where ID is equal to author. Now what we will do is call the stored procedure in the aspx.cs, no, sa code. So i-call natin yan dito. Okay. So we have discussed this before actually in our previous semester, no. So I'll explain the body anyway, no. I'll explain the body, no. So my stored procedure, no, we should have a stored procedure like we did before, no. So first, okay, we will okay, we do a command. We make a command called sp delete author, and the command type is a stored procedure. Okay, we connect to of course we connect to the SQL server. We have explained this before many times, no? And then we'll get the key, no? That's why we have int64. we'll convert data keys. Now this is the important part, the data keys. No? That's why we have the data keys assigned to ID author. Okay, and we pass it as a parameter to the stored procedure is sp delete author, and then we execute the procedure, and then we close the connection. We'll remove this. We don't need this. No? And then we populate view again. Do you follow? Let's run this if we have an error. Walang error, no? Before I proceed, no, I'd like to show you the editing button. Okay. Okay. So the edit button. Okay. So we'll have a. We already did you have a row editing? Yes. Mag-click ng the save button. Okay. Row deleting, row editing, cancel, updating. The updating. Okay. How do we update? So likewise, we also have a store procedure, no? In the SQL Server, we have a store procedure called edit author. Ito. Okay. We pass the author ID, the last name, the first name, national specialization. No? What it does is actually just update authors with a given author ID. Okay, do you follow? So we will call that from the updating. So dito gagamit na naman. What is done here? You just say on. Actually, there's another way is to use this, no? Nandito yan siya. On row updating. Just press equals and then wait for this to appear, no? Okay. And likewise, when you okay, go to the code behind, meron na naman siyang row updating. Okay. So what do we do with the row updating? It's just like the delete, but this time we will call the update edit author stored procedure. Okay. We'll remove this. Hindi natin yung kailangan. Okay. What are we doing here? Okay. You are doing an SQL command is calling the store procedure which we have shown you, no? And passing the parameters, no? Galing sa grid. And the data key value is also from the data keys, ito. And then, this is how to call, okay, the values, no? From the columns. Okay, and then I add them as parameter one by one. Okay, so that when we execute non-query, okay, and then we will remove the edit index with decrement by 1 so that the edit view will be cancelled. Okay, so meron na ba tayong editing? We have updating, editing. Let's try that. Let's run this, okay? Run this first. Kulang na naman ng isa. Okay, dito kulang. Because of the copy and paste. Okay, no problem. Meron na ba tayong deleting? Yes. We have updating? Yes. So, yun lang naman ang kailangan, eh, no? We have admin. Admin. Wala siya nag-warning. Ayan, nag-warning. Okay. Okay. We'll call this, no? So, okay. We'll add that, and then we'll click this button to update, to cancel, no? Just click this. Now, wala tayong canceling. Okay, we have canceling editing. We don't have an event for canceling. So we should make that event. So meron naman on row canceling edit. Okay? That's the ano. So we'll have on row canceling edit equals. So we'll just click this. Equals hanggang equals ano. Then click. And then go to the go behind code. We have this here. So okay, we'll just actually just decrement the edit index, no? Ang gagawin lang naman dito is decrement the edit index, no? -1, so it will cancel the editing mode. Let's try this again. Okay. Let's edit this. Let's cancel. Oh, so na-cancel siya. Okay, we'll edit this. We'll click this to edit. And then we'll click this to save. Okay. Let's try to log out. Check if the update is reflected in our database. Oh, so nag-reflect siya, di ba? Do you follow? No? Can we delete this? Yes, we can just click this button. Now, look at this, no? How did we create this, no? Kasi ang problema nito, if you just click this button, you should have a prompt kasi baka magkamali ng ano, ng ng delete, di ba? To avoid accidental deleting. Now, in our in our HTML, in the delete button, okay? So I have placed an event handler for the on click. Okay? Where's the delete button? Ito, no? So nilagyan ko ng on click. Okay? So ito lang. Later on client click, which means it's on the browser, no? Which means this is not a function which runs on the box on the server. It's an on client click. Iba yung on click. Do you follow? We say return delete record. Okay? Ito lang naman ilalagay dyan. Okay? So we run so that there will be no accidental deletion. Without that, it will just be, the row will just be deleted right away, which is not good. Diba? Kasi pwedeng magka-accidentally ma-delete. Okay? So ito, no? So for example, we'll delete this. Okay? Any questions so far? So, medyo complicated siya, but you just have to get a library of this and then you just copy and paste. Anyway, if you have. Next meeting, we will do the print. Okay? We will do the print. Okay na ba tayo? Do we have an adding? Wala pa tayong adding. O, kasi hindi siya mag-add, oh. No? They follow. We did not have an insert. Let's do that, no? So, we'll add one more, no? Okay. Okay. Insert. Let me check ano yung procedure na ginagamit na. So, deleting. Kasi ang insert, paano niya gi-call yung insert, no? Ito, no? We have on row command. Okay? Add new, the on row command. Let's look at the on row command. Sa, okay, GV authors on row command. Okay. Do we have that in our on row command? Yes, we have to add one more on row command, no? Kailangan pa natin ng on row command. So dito. Okay? We have on row, sorry, on row command equals. Okay, we just create new event. Okay. So anyway, here's the function. There's also a stored procedure called insert author. If you look at our, I'll put it there, no? Insert author. So ito lang naman ang insert author, no? Okay? So insert into authors, last name, first name. Siya nang bahala nung author ID. Okay? We're about to finish this, no? So anyway, I'll call it on the on row command. Okay, we'll close this. So, kakopy ko lang dito. Let's look at that. No? What we do is actually call the insert procedure, insert author, and we will get the value from the footer rows because we have used the footer rows. There's another way to do that, obviously. No? When we transfer to a different platform, we will find out. No? There's another way to do that. No? But this approach uses a way that in which the footer is used. No? So meron tayong error. Unfortunately, we have an error. No? Saan yung error? Ano? Yes. It's only in the tatanggalin natin to. Very simple error. Wala na tayong, hindi na kailangan yung mga i-click ngayon. Kita mo naman na na-insert siya. Wala. Next meeting, before that, we will do a search. No? Ilalagay natin yung search button. Okay? Here we can add. We can click plus. So it's added. No? Added siya. Called the insert procedure. Do you follow? No? Okay, we will do this also for the book titles, all the other master lists will create a CRUD. No? CRUD sa gagawin natin. We will put a button here for search, no? Maglalagay tayo ng search last name and then a button for search. We'll be able to search the last name or first name, no? Last name lang ang i-search natin. Anyway, do you have questions? Dito tayo no next meeting, I will introduce you the search button and then also the print. No? How do we do the print? Okay, I'll put this code in our regular site. Okay. Any questions so far? So I think that's enough for the moment. We'll be out shortly, no? We'll have to say goodbye, no? Because we will be out shortly, no? Ilang minutes na lang ba? Okay. Hindi niya sinabi, no? But we'll be out short. So goodbye, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. No? Hanggang dito lang tayo, no? We'll have a new topic anyway.
Thank you, sir.
See you tomorrow, no? If you have questions, you can ask them tomorrow and then or no, we'll discuss them. Okay. Thank you very much for coming.